Hey everyone, welcome back to Thinkaroo for another amazing video on solar eclipse. Have you ever seen the sun suddenly disappear in the sky, only to come back again a few minutes later? It's almost like a magic trick, right? Well, that magical event is called a solar eclipse. Today we're going to dive into space and learn what causes it, why it happens, and even some cool ancient beliefs about it. So here's the big question: what is a solar eclipse? Imagine this. During a solar eclipse, the moon gets right in between the Earth and the sun. The moon blocks the sun's light, creating a shadow over parts of the Earth. For a few minutes, it can look like night in the middle of the day. Did you know there are 3 types of solar eclipses? In a total eclipse, the moon completely covers the sun. Only a ring of light called the corona is visible. This is the rarest kind and looks totally amazing. In a partial eclipse, the moon covers only part of the sun, so it looks like a sun with a big bite taken out of it. This one's a bit different. In an annular eclipse, the moon is a bit farther from the Earth, so it doesn't cover the sun completely. Instead, you'll see a ring of sunlight around the moon, often called a ring of fire. Cool, right? Now here's something super important. You shouldn't look at a solar eclipse directly. The sun's light can hurt your eyes, even during an eclipse. Instead, you can use special eclipse glasses or a pinhole projector to see it safely. It's like the sun's wearing a mask and we get to watch the show safely from Earth. Remember, safety first, and enjoy this celestial event with the right precautions. But did you know that long ago, people saw eclipses a little differently? In ancient Vedic culture from India, a solar eclipse was more than just the moon covering the sun. It was a cosmic event with profound mystical significance, deeply rooted in their traditions and myths. Before I dive into the fascinating Vedic side of the solar eclipse, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We create at least 2 incredibly informative videos weekly. Your support will inspire us to keep making content for you. Now back to the video. According to Vedic mythology, the solar eclipse is connected to 2 shadowy figures named Rahu and Ketu. Here's their intriguing story. Long ago, the gods found a magical nectar called Amrit, which could grant immortality to anyone who drank it. A demon named Rahu desired this nectar, so he disguised himself as a god to sneak a sip. However, the sun and the moon spotted him and revealed his true identity to the supreme god, Vishnu. Vishnu, disguised as Mohini, swiftly cut Rahu in half, but since he had already tasted the nectar, both halves of Rahu became immortal. Thus, Rahu's head and Ketu's body both survived and continued to exist in the cosmos. Vedic teachings say that Rahu and Ketu still hold a grudge against the sun and moon, and occasionally they swallow the sun, creating what we perceive as an eclipse. This myth provided a way for ancient people to understand the mysterious eclipse long before science could explain it. But there's more to it. In Vedic culture, solar eclipses were thought to bring a time of reflection. During an eclipse, people would often pray, meditate, or avoid eating to keep away from negative energy. They believed that during an eclipse, energy on Earth shifts, and it's a time for purification and calmness. Many people still follow these traditions today, believing that an eclipse is a powerful time for meditation and cleansing. Some even bathe in sacred rivers after an eclipse to wash away any negative energy they might feel. These practices are deeply rooted in Vedic traditions and continue to be observed by many. So, from the Vedic perspective, a solar eclipse is not only a cosmic event but also a time for people to reflect and purify their thoughts. Whether it's the scientific explanation or the ancient myth, a solar eclipse is a moment when our Earth and sky connect in a unique way. Isn't it amazing how different cultures have their own stories and traditions about the same event? So next time you see an eclipse, remember there's more to it than meets the eye. It's a cosmic mystery shared by science and stories alike. Thanks for exploring with us. Please like and share the video, and surely do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. See you next time. And remember, the universe is full of wonders waiting to be discovered.